Today we're checking out some more Star Trek The Next Generation Season 5.
In an effort to bring an end to their centuries-long war, Krios and Volt Minor have agreed to a ceremony of reconciliation.
Ah, we're doing some reconciliation.
Until we reach the rendezvous with the Valtese, may I ask that the cargo bay be declared off limits to all but the most essential personnel?
Why?
Ambassador, that this cargo is in no way dangerous.
Oh, no, nothing of the sort. I'm cautious because it's quite fragile and quite irreplaceable.
That's kind of suspicious.
Captain, we've just picked up a distress call from a Ferengi shuttle.
Captain, the timing of our ceremony with Ulrich is critical.
We'll be at the rendezvous on schedule. Don't worry.
I don't know about this guy. We'll see.
Boost your output, lock onto the two Ferengi on board the shuttle. We may need to attempt a long-range transport.
Standing by.
Where the heck is O'Brien?
Energize.
Did you get
Got
him?
them, sir.
Okay, she's good. I don't know who she is, but she's good.
We look forward to enjoying the comforts of your fine ship.
I feel like they're always up to something. Look at, they're like little kids.
Well, perhaps your captain would care to invite us to join him for dinner this evening.
The captain dines alone.
What are you up to? What are you up to?
That was too easy.
I knew it. Freaking Ferengi! Maybe they want to disrupt the reconciliation talks. The perfect mate.
We've been working from your drawings, Ambassador. I hope we're in the ballpark.
Ballpark?
That's an old human expression. Miss LaForge hopes that we got close to achieving what you want.
I suppose he would not be familiar with ballparks, true.
Run holodeck program Krios 1.
Ooh,
Astonishing.
I want a holodeck.
Two brothers ruled a vast empire from this site until they were torn apart by their love for an extraordinary woman. This is where the wars began.
Over a woman?
This is where they shall end.
Oh, they're sneaking into the cargo bay. Whatever it is that he's got in there. What? They need to be more suspicious of the Ferengi.
Can I help you?
The ambassador is very busy.
Ah, do you schedule his appointments?
I'm the captain of the ship. What is it you want?
They're just playing dumb.
Peace with the Valtese. Peace is good for trade. Unless you happen to be an arms merchant.
Yo. No one likes you.
Carter Worf.
Worf here, Captain.
Lieutenant, one of the Ferengi has just waylaid Ambassador Briam. Will you keep them under a tight leash?
Waylaid. That's a nice way of saying is bothering the shit out of him. They're doing something really shady here, and they're just like, this is annoying.
What are you doing?
What the frig is that thing? Like a cocoon?
This is a misunderstanding. I was looking for a barber shop. Apparently, I made an incorrect turn at it.
Mr. Worf?
You said it was precious?
Get him out of here. Confine them both to their quarters. Put a guard in the door.
Should have done that in the first place.
Emergence.
Is it a cocoon? It's a lady. It was a cocoon. Well, she's lovely. Do I know her from something?
I am for you, Ulrika Volt.
Oh. The perfect mate. Commercial break. For Picard?
You mean you are using this ship to transport a sentient being as property?
Not as property, as a gift. And I was concerned that you might not entirely understand.
Are they making eyes at each other?
But, Captain, I do not need to be rescued.
Kamala is the key to peace between our two worlds.
Why?
Oh, she's for the other guy.
Like her, I'm an empathic metamorph. The first female metamorph born on my world for over 100 years.
A metamorph.
A mutant. A biological curiosity.
Like an X-Man?
With the ability to sense what a potential mate wants. What he needs.
She's talking to him.
When I must imprint upon myself the requirements of one man to serve as his perfect partner in life.
Wow. This is a male fantasy for sure.
It is my sole purpose in life.
Yeah, she seems
Let's
on board
call
with
her
it.
to quarters. There's no need for you to travel in the cargo bay.
Yeah, she can stay in Riker's quarters, I'm sure.
I'm in the Finisral, third and final stage. It can be an uncomfortable transition, not only for me, but for the men around me.
In what way?
Yeah, how?
It's producing an unusually elevated level of what you would call pheromones.
Pheromones.
The effect can be quite
Intoxicating. He's playing it real cool here. All right, what are the odds that these two hook up?
This is the comm panel, the replicator. You can lower the lights on a verbal command. If you have any questions, you can just ask the computer.
Oh my. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen him hook up. I assume he's always hooking up.
You mean there's something even more remarkable about you?
We learn so quickly what stimulates a man. The second time's even better than the first.
Oh my.
But I make it a policy never to open another man's gift.
But it's gonna be a long voyage.
It certainly is. We'll try to make you as comfortable as possible.
Wow. The self-control. Okay.
Riker to bridge. If you need me, I'll be in holodeck 4.
Taking a cold shower.
Family. Arranged marriages have been the basis of political alliances in many cultures, including our own.
I suppose.
To seal a treaty with a seductive coup de grace.
All right, fine, good. Let's throw the prime directive to the winds.
That slave trader who calls himself an ambassador, he has her confined to her quarters. She is a virtual prisoner in there.
This is true. This is true.
I'll talk to her about it.
Good. Lovely breakfast.
Yeah, I mean,
Indeed.
she is on board, but of course, she would have been sort of brainwashed her entire life. There's the jacket again.
Captain Picard, what a delightful surprise.
Are you comfortable?
Reasonably.
That shot was weird until I realized it was a mirror.
That you've been told to remain in here.
Right.
Against your wishes.
At the request of the ambassador, who believes I might be disruptive to your crew.
Too sexy.
You care about my well-being. Thank you, Captain.
I mean, she seems happy enough, but it's true. I wonder if things would be different if...
Why does it bother you?
Frankly, it's difficult for me to merely accept that a sentient being can live only to be what someone else wants them to be.
Mm-hmm.
But what about your wishes, your needs?
They are fulfilled by what I give to others.
But what about when there are no others?
I'm incomplete.
I don't know if that's healthy.
I am independent, forceful, brilliant, and adventurous. Exactly as you would have me be, Captain.
She's just whatever he wants.
Easing your restrictions.
Thank you, Captain.
So she's not happy when she's just alone? I don't know. Well, she said incomplete.
Wait the arrival of Chancellor Ulrich.
Oh, right. The reconciliation.
She is requesting some freedom of movement, and I intend to give it to her.
The height of her sexual allure, Captain. Every man on the ship will be fighting over her.
Yeah.
Not every man.
Not him. Not Picard.
A chaperone?
I would be pleased to
Oh,
escort you
Data.
around the ship.
True.
I think that you should enjoy the hospitality of the ship. Mr. Data here will see to your every comfort, if you will excuse me.
Data. Just like immune to her sexiness.
As an android, I have no emotion.
I can understand why Captain Picard chose you to be my chaperone.
Is every man gonna be like, what about Worf? Is he attracted to her? All those pheromones. She's just spraying him everywhere.
Why don't we find out what else we have in common?
Extremely rude behavior.
Attaboy, Data. Good wingman.
Perhaps you would care for something to drink.
What are y'all having, boys?
Eldorian ales, Andre.
And it's mine, too.
She just morphs into whatever they want her to be.
A minor problem with the replicator. They could use a hand, Commander.
Excuse me.
No, Data. Don't fall for it.
Get rid of the android. Is there a problem here?
Yeah, Worf. Step in. It's getting too rowdy. Is she growling at him like a Klingon? Oh my god. It worked.
I will volunteer to stay in my quarters on the one condition. That you will visit me.
Is he gonna succumb to her sexiness?
The wall you put between us.
Kamala, you are one day away from an arranged mating. Why would you want me to visit you in your quarters?
Why do you think?
I said a visit. I didn't ask you to make love to me.
Sat in his chair.
Early Lapiongical period, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Have you seen the Ventanen woven art recovered from the fourth colony?
How does she know this? She's doing this just for him. I love that this is the way into Picard's pants.
Your empathic powers told you all this about me.
Mr. Data helped a little. My empathic powers can only sense a man of deep passion and conviction.
Oh my.
I'm simply curious to know what lies beneath.
Nothing. Nothing lies beneath.
Yeah, right.
I'm really quite dull. I fall asleep each night with an old book in my hands.
He's not dull. He's just trying to fend her off.
Even the walls of Jericho fell, Captain.
Why are you doing this, Kamala?
There can be only one reason. Because some part of you wants me to.
Are they going to hook up?
This is just a sample.
The bribe is 10,000 more.
For the girl?
We must have the metamorph.
She is the answer to a Ferengi prayer.
We have a ship.
Don't give her to them.
I shall pass it on to Captain Picard.
You can't do that.
What are
Wait,
you
let's
doing?
discuss this.
Go off me.
Oh, jeez. because he's bleeding. Gosh, am I freaking Ferengi?
My ability to imprint on a mate will only last a matter of hours after the completion of the finish roll. But now I will have to bond with Ulrich within 2 days. You are familiar with the issues.
Yeah, he can do it. What if she doesn't imprint? What happens then?
But there are customs and rituals of which I have no experience at all.
You have to try.
I told you I'm extremely knowledgeable about Vault. I will help you prepare.
In her quarters.
Third squad. That's right.
Look at him go.
I regret that I gave it up. It used to please my mother. I didn't like performing in front of an audience.
Neither did I. For piano lessons.
What is it about me you fear?
Kamala,
Do you find me unattractive?
I find you unavailable.
I'm being terribly selfish.
She should just imprint on him.
My mother never even heard me play. I was taken from her when I was 4 and sequestered in a royal village where I was prepared to fulfill my destiny.
See, that seems like slavery.
I'm honored to be chosen to serve my people as an emissary of peace. But I find it ironic on the eve of this ceremony that I should meet a man like you.
She likes him.
Captain Picard,
Chancellor Ulrich, welcome on board the Enterprise.
your first officer has described
Picard's more handsome.
the proposed trade agreements are not acceptable. We still must review the uncommitted territories as well as discuss the schedule for exchange of technology.
Is he able to do that?
I suppose they've sent the Metamorph.
Kamala, yes, she's looking forward to meeting you.
Between you and me, Captain, I am far more interested in the trade agreements.
Oh, I see. He doesn't even care.
So tell me quickly, what is he like?
First impressions?
He's not that into you.
When am I to be presented?
It'll be the first order of business tomorrow at 10.
He better treat her nice.
I should prepare for the ceremony.
Let me help you with pronunciations.
Oh, I think I can muddle my way through.
Please don't leave.
Yeah, she doesn't want him to go.
I don't want to be alone.
The lights stay on.
Earl Grey tea, hot.
Did you learn that from Commander Data as well?
No, maybe.
Now that I know that you're listening to my voice, I find that I can't think of anything to say.
He's nervous. This is so cute, but also sad.
Kamala, have I not done everything possible to discourage this?
Maybe that's the perfect way to attract a metamorph.
It's playing hard to get.
But you're not other men. You can never use me. That's the very reason why I'm with you tonight.
I should go.
No, stay.
Quiet this morning.
I'm sorry.
Does she know what's up?
Evelyn, may I take off the uniform for a moment?
Captain.
I need to talk to a friend. Actually, it's all your fault.
Oh, really?
Her entire existence has been orchestrated for this moment, and she intends to go through with it to help her people end the war.
He's so troubled.
I barely know who she is, and who she is changes the moment the next man comes into the room.
Right. That's what's so tricky about it.
With a man who cares more about trade agreements than he cares about her, can't help thinking how she will be with him, how she will change to accommodate him.
I wonder how she will. So there is no, like, real herself. She's just whatever someone else wants.
Perhaps I just needed a shoulder.
Well, it's there for you, Jean-Luc. It always has been.
They're such good friends.
I wish I could convey to you what it's like to be a metamorph, to feel the inner strength of someone, to realize that being with him is opening your mind and heart to endless new possibilities.
She wants to be with him. She likes this version of herself. Oh, God.
For a metamorph, there's no greater pleasure and no greater wish than to bond with that kind of mate at the end of the finish roll, as I've bonded with you.
With me?
Did she bond with him?
Would you ask me to stay and ask two armies to keep fighting? Having bonded with you, I've learned the meaning of duty.
She bonded with him.
He'll never know. I'm still empathic. I will be able to please him.
But now she'll be miserable. She's Picard's perfect mate.
I am for you, Ulrich of Vault.
She's doing it because it's her duty. Thought that was the end for a sec.
The temptations of a beautiful metamorph do not easily reach me, but you worked with her side by side.
And she fell for him.
Could you resist her?
Ambassador, have a safe trip home.
He never even kissed her.
Energize.
Does he ever get to have a mate? That one's sad. Okay, that was season 5, episode 21, and this one is sad. This is a sad episode. I mean, Picard and the girl in this episode, neither of them got what they wanted in the end, and they both had to carry on just doing their duty and not really getting to be happy and have a companion that might have been perfect. I don't know. It's sad. It's really making me think that Picard will never get to have a companion that like a wife that lives with him and a family. I don't think he's ever gonna have that stuff. Maybe that's the point of his character is he's a captain. That is his first love, is being captain of this ship. It is the most important thing to him. You know, his focus will never waver from that. Maybe that's the whole point of his character. A bit of a lone wolf on a mission. But I just think he's such a sweet soul, and I think he really could be happy if he had a companion with him. I don't know. I think there are some other complicated issues in this episode. I mean, they even say them. I mean, Beverly outright says this girl was groomed since she was 4 to be a slave, basically, to be what someone else wants. You know, she's never gonna know what she actually wants, who she actually is as a person, because she was taken when she was 4. And, like, that's true. That is absolutely true. Even in the end, you know, the girl says that when she's with Picard, it's the most she's ever liked herself. So it kind of says to me that she feels the most, like, truly authentic when she's with Picard, but also, like, I don't think that this girl really even knows who she is. It seems to me that she's gone through her whole life. Whichever room she walks into, men are just attracted to her, and she changes who she is for them. And she does say, you know, I'm fine with that. This is who I am. This is who we are as a people. This is what we do. You know, I'm fine with it. But again, she was taken when she was 4. I don't know if she really knows how to be herself and knows what she would have truly wanted. Maybe she does truly want that now, but she's been changed because she's been taken when she's 4 and made into this. And maybe if she had just gotten to live her life and make her own choices, that things would have been different. I don't know. I think this episode is about consent and the way that women are seen by men are seen by women, things like that. I think these are complicated ideas. It did feel a little bit ballsier to go for the ending of, I mean, she could have just had the night with Picard and then went and imprinted on this new guy and become whoever he wanted her to be, and maybe had a chance to be happy enough, but she kind of sealed her own fate of always being unhappy when she imprinted with Picard, and then she's always going to stay that way and always kind of yearn for him and always be unhappy. I think that just seems like it is probably the most unhappy ending it could have been, which I suppose is a little bit ballsier, but pretty sad. I don't know. I want Picard to be happy so bad. I mean, I do think he's happy as captain. I don't think he's lonely per se, but I'm sure there are times when he's lonely, and I'm sure there are times when he thinks maybe I should have taken the time to find someone, and I just wish he could have someone. I don't know. I'm starting to see I don't think it's ever gonna happen. This is an interesting episode. I'd be curious to know what you guys think of it. Do let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time too, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.